everyone. Is somehow my camera is not working. Is supposed to. It turned. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? You still cannot hear? Yes, sir. I'm back. Hi. Mr. Mango? No, this is Mango, not Mr. Mango. Mặn Yang. Again? I'm not Mặn Yang, okay? Okay. So basically, let me attack. It would be so easier, guy, if you guys already buy the mangoes all peel and cut, same thing as pineapple. And cut your mango. How will you cut it? Okay. That's what it's gonna give this dish a delicious. Okay. I don't know my okay. Yeah, guys, bear with me. This dish here, it shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes. Okay, if you don't do what I'm doing now. I'm gonna put this thing over here so you guys get to see, right? So we're gonna cut into this a cube. You can do it nicely like this, or you can just chop it how you like to do. Okay, I just like to do mine like that so it doesn't. Okay, my water is boiling, so I'm gonna blanch my shrimps. Less than a minute, okay? When you do the shrimps, you don't wanna very cook. There you go. Shrimps going in there. Okay. What this thing gonna do is kill all the I don't know, germ or whatever that's in here. Okay. You wanna eat raw? You can. But I don't. Okay. I will keep it about 30 seconds until this thing turn turn brown, right? Okay. So I turn it off and I'm gonna show it to you. Okay. You see how the color turn? That's when you want to quit. And then get your strainer and then just rinse with cold water. Okay. Okay. You're gonna rinse with cold water. And put aside for the time being. Oyster, we're gonna eat raw. Okay. If you want to blanch a little bit, you can. But today, I'm gonna eat oyster raw. Some people are gonna give me a hard time, say why you do one cook and why is one raw. Well, normally we eat oyster raw, right? That's why. Okay, I'm gonna put this thing aside here a little bit so you guys can see the other process. Okay, let me finish chop my mango. I was gonna chop some mango and put it aside, but then you guys don't see how I cutting this thing, so I don't know. Doesn't matter which way I do, it's always wrong, right? So, all right. This dish here, if you fry a catfish and put this ceviche on top of it, it's went out the house or on top of the roof or whatever you call it, your slang language. Yeah. You do not want your mango to be ripe. You want to get the one is very, between sweet and sour. Okay. You cut whatever method you comfortable with it, use it. But we want to dice this thing into small pieces, and we're gonna do with everything's out. How much of the mango you wanna use? Well, if you want the flavor to be more tropical, like fruity, then you wanna go heavy with mango and pineapple. Okay. If you don't want it, you want the oyster and shrimp flavor, then you Don't put too much. I like mine to be on the tropical flavor than the shrimp and oyster. So, okay. I'm gonna use this bowl so you guys can see when I mix it. When you chop, you can put everything in the bowl, right? Because everything gotta be mixed now. There you go. So I use about half of the mango right now, and I got this much. Okay, I still have half left, so I think that should be good. I'm gonna use half of a pineapple flesh, and pineapple when you open it, when I open it, you have a core, so you wanna. Some people eat the whole thing, and some people don't. Okay, so it's gonna be tough to chew the core. So probably I'm gonna try to use this much. We'll see if they bring out the flavor or not. I'm gonna slide this thing in half, and then, oop, here we go. Like I say, if you do this thing ahead of time, it's easier. All right. Oh yeah. I went to Bahama and I see they do almost similar what I'm doing now, so I kind of stole the idea. And then, of course, being freaking Asians, we refine things, we don't invent things, right? I can never say that I inventing what some may do. I'm gonna use a little bit more because my mango a little bit much than my pineapple, and people love pineapple, so I'm gonna using a 2/3 of the half. Okay, I'm gonna score out the core and put it aside here. Okay, hi guy. Thank you for sticking around. Okay, we almost done. Normally this doesn't take more than, like I say, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. Look at that. Now we have salad. See, that's why when you have fly tilapia or catfish, you deep fry that, this thing going very well. Okay, I'm gonna dry my hand because pineapple is very slippery, and I do not want to cut my hand. Deal with this. This is shallot. That much I'm gonna use. You use too much, you're gonna overpower your tropical flavor. Okay, and besides, we're gonna put onion as well. Okay, notice how I slide my let me show you guys again. I slide this thing in half, and you can either go half, or you can, and then I slide the grain like that, right? So okay, and then you go against the grain. You can do like this, and that means everything breaking apart right here. Okay, so, or you can just do, it doesn't matter, right? But if you chop like this, now you're creating a mess. Okay, all right, that's my style. So I like to just use one hand and chop down. All right, now we got shallot. If you don't have shallot, use red onion. You don't have red onion, you can omit it. You don't need it because you already have onion. If you don't have onion at all, then you definitely need garlic. All right, who's still watching me? Raise their hand. All right. All right. Okay. How many more? Hello. Jalapeño. I'm gonna cry, guy. The onion just got to me. Here's the seed or the pit, whatever you call it. If you throw that away, it would not be so spicy. Okay, so I got my sinks over there, so I'm okay, right? And then I'm gonna cut in half and put it down like that. We're gonna okay. All right, guy. I put jalapeno. It's gonna give the fresh chili taste. Although we're gonna put in Cholula or Tabasco or sriracha in there, we want the fresh taste. And the bell pepper that we're gonna put it down, it's just for decorations, right? Right, that should be enough. So far, right? I got pineapple, jalapeno, mango. What is it in there? Shallot. Okay. What am I missing, guy? Bell pepper. Cutting some bell pepper. Again, I'm gonna use only half. Actually, it calls for a lot, but my daughters can eat. Or she doesn't like it. I don't know. She says something about the smell or the texture. The younger one and the older one, she just bite as like a fruit. So I don't know. Maybe I just put a big one and she can just pick it out like that. Okay. Okay. All right. Tomato. I don't eat this thing. I don't know some people eat that. They just chop them like that. I don't. When you're cooking and then your knife is not sharp, the only way to find out is slide this thing. If it doesn't go through like that, you need to sharp your knife. You want your knife to be as sharp as possible when you're cutting the tomato. And then people also test on a piece of paper when they're sliding the knife to see is it sharp or not when they're sharpening it as well. All right, guy. All right, who's driving me so far right here? If you want to do finer than this, or if you want to do big chunky, you can. You see why Asian people we you kind of get a cleaver like this, because our hand doesn't touch. So when you chop down, see, like that. Okay, it's okay. I make that for myself to eat, guy. You all good, right? Okay. What out? Oh yeah. This is what called yellow onion or onion. I'm gonna use half. Chop it however you want. If you want super fancy, then you wanna go nicely like that, right? See how they advertise they put a stopper right there. I like to put my finger in there so it stop when you slide. Look at that. Okay. Okay. Okay, with onion you wanna go a little bit finer than the rest of because it have the strong kicker when it's I don't know, but we're still eating. All right. It turned out to be a lot. I could feed a whole village with this thing. Okay. And then that's it. Okay. Now I'm gonna bring out my shrimp. Same thing. Cut into little bit itsy bitsy size like that. See, you wanna go smaller, you can. Okay, look, just grab a whole bunch and chop it down. I'm not one of those guys when they cook, they take their time and they stack like this and they go. I don't do that. I wanna, okay. Here's my shrimp. I'm gonna cut this thing. And here is the inside of it. If you guys can see, right? It's not totally cooked. And it's not raw, okay? And actually I saving one purposely on the side. Let me give you guys some. I don't have a raw one with the shells on. Here's the technique. Next time you guys gonna devein the shrimp without taking the shells out. This one's already been deveined. Get your toothpick. Pick right under it, like so. Right? Look. Okay? And then pull it out like that. The vein will come out. Okay? Why you even ask such a questions? This one's already been deveined. The shell's already coming out. Dude. People, if you got nothing better to say, what did they say? Just keep the pie hole shut. That's what they say, right? I guess if y'all can eat, I can eat. Let's put it this way. All right. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a delicious guy. Okay. What? Once I finish cutting my shrimp here, we're gonna be done. So you guys need to stay put to see the final product here. All right. Oh, this one has. All right, guy. So that's it. And then here we go. Jumping shrimp. Okay. I'm gonna drain out the liquid. Okay. It's probably about 2 dozen of oyster in there. And they're like $3 each. And that's why you see less oyster than shrimp, right? If you have access to it, put more oyster than shrimps. Okay. I'm gonna. I don't want my house to get all. Right now we are almost done. Almost. When I say almost, is what do we have left here? All right. There we go. I'm gonna use about 2. All right, guys. You know, I always make a mistake. What are you making? I am making tropical seafood ceviche. That's what I'm making now. I will call semi raw. And you guys, when you roll lemon it out and put it in microwave for a few seconds, come out, it's gonna be easier to squeeze. Ooh. Yep. That's why I eat the oyster raw. The lime gonna cure it. All right. Ooh, very juicy. Who have ceviche like this before? Let me know. I want on the very tangy. Hello, Mr. Cobra. All right. I don't think I need this chopping board anymore. So I'm gonna put this thing in the frame. Put this thing out, right? Now, optional. Okay, crushed chili. Put a little bit. Put a little bit. All right. Maybe I'm gonna bring my camera closer. You guys can see my ugly face. All right. I like to use sea salt because table salt is a little bit dry. Huh? What? All right, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna put about, I don't know, about teaspoon of sea salt. Maybe a little bit more because sea salt is not that salty. Okay. I call it being freaking Asian. You cannot go without. I'm gonna put about teaspoon right now of a fish sauce. Okay. Fish sauce, we go sea salt. If you go like regular table salt, then you want to put less of fish sauce or maybe less and more. I don't know. You gotta make a judgment. And I'm gonna put about, you want sweet, sour, and spicy, right? It depends on the mango. I have not tasted the mango that I just peeled, right? Okay, not Mexican. No, I'm not Mexican. So, and then the pineapple. So you want to taste first before you put a lot of sugar, but you can go ahead put about, I don't know, tablespoon, right? And then here is the sriracha. We want a little bit spicy, so we're gonna put about tablespoon for now. And here we're gonna put 2 tablespoons. Okay, but this one have vinegar, so we want a little bit sour. You couldn't tell I'm Mexican? Oh my goodness, dude. What are you? Okay, eyeball. 2. That should be good enough. We are 95% almost done. Hola. And you can go with this form. Yeah. Stir it. Look. All right. Does that look good or what? Like I say, if you're in the area where you can have access to deep fried fish, put this thing on top of it, you're gonna go wild. Okay. All I gotta do is taste it. This is done, guy. Pretty much. All right. Here it is. All right. I'm just gonna taste the oyster with semi-cooked shrimp. Oyster is raw, and then it's not. I need more from it. Oh yeah. More some of this. I look like Jet Li. No, I'm just a freaking Asian. So my Pineapple is not sweet or sour. I'm gonna add some more, so it give the punch. Now, what you can do at this point, I forgot and I don't have it. If you want to go more tropical flavor, get some fresh orange juice. Squeeze the fresh orange juice, and it gonna give the bowl in the tropical island paradise. I don't know. Taste. All right. I want on a tangy side, so I'm gonna add with fresh fruit. If you don't taste or eat ahead of time, you can't really tell is sweet, sour, or what the crap is it. Just like people, they ask for spicy level. They say how spicy, and they tell you I want a 2 or 3 pepper. And you're hitting a spicy one. It doesn't matter, right? It's gonna be super spicy. Does it look good to you guys? Look. You guys want a bowl? Oh yeah. Come over now. Have it all. And help me clean up. That's it. Put it on there. That's right, sir. I can actually eat the whole thing by myself. After I add this 2 items in there, and the quarter of the half piece of my pineapple, this turned out to be, my goodness, the vinegar come from here, acidic from pineapple. Oh boy, you can eat this thing by itself, and I keep saying it, when you're doing fried fish, pour it on top. You guys see behind me? You can eat like this. I'll make you guys drool. Woo. Look. All this. Ceviche. We buy this from Costco. Oh yeah. And just drop it down a little bit. Like so. Oh. There you have it, guys. I keep keeping my eyes on there because my monitors over there, guys. This is the first time I do like that. I couldn't see you guys through my phone. Well, let me sum it up. You can go make it yourself. You're gonna see a lot of people making tropical ceviche, and they either gonna have shrimps or oyster or fish or without anything, and they call that. But the difference of mine is I didn't look it up. I taste them before. The difference of mine is I put mango, I put mango, pineapple, right? What else do I put in there? That is the key ingredient because you want sweet and sour and tangy. Okay. And then hot sauce, of course. I throw all this freaking hot sauce and fish sauce on a twist. And then I throw in oyster. This freaking oyster here, that's one piece right here, is $3. Of course, shrimp. If you guys lazy to cook, go get shrimp cocktail. Go get oysters already shocked from Whole Food. Get mangoes already peel. Get pineapples already cut. You come home, chop it together, and then watching Monday Night Football with this thing here. All right. So this is it. Thank you for watching me. And I hope you guys can use my, I don't know, recipe or idea and go make your own. If you guys want to stay around and talk to me, you need to talk to me, right? Otherwise, I got to wrap this thing up and go watch Monday Night Football. Who's still with me? Boy. Put some oyster in there. Look. Oh. All right. Oh. Whether you're using this or using this, I guess this one have a little bit salt. It provide a little bit of kicker when you put in your mouth. Yeah, and then this one here, you smell the flour. So you taste more of chip flavor than ceviche. Come help me clean and have the whole bowl. All right. I'm gonna put a full recipe in the descriptions when YouTube upload it for me. Last time I did it, last week, I don't have access and I couldn't upload it or whatever they're doing to it. So I couldn't download to edit or cut it to make it shorter. So there you have it. The freaking Asian guy, tropical seafood ceviche. Good for almost everything. Hello, Mary. Come have appetizer with me. Mango. Woo. I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you guys have a good night. So you need the recipe, check back. I'm gonna put down in the description or under the comment one way or the other. Now, if and only if YouTube upload this video for me. Normally, when I'm done, I gotta wait almost a day before they upload. So hopefully they do quicker and they can. And you guys can make your own. And I bet you if you make for the holiday, put in whatever you cook, this is gonna go very well. But if you're gonna do it and sit it out for a long time, please do not cook your protein raw, especially oyster. If you do, you put ice in a container and put this thing on top. You all get sick if you leave out your food not cold or not in a below certain temperature, especially oyster. So you do not want your guests to get sick, right? During the holiday. So take care of that. If you really want an oyster in there like me, if you're gonna leave out for a long time, when I say long, is over an hour, then blend it, just what I did to the shrimps. That way it's kind of coated the outside a little bit and it protect the raw much longer. From that say, if I don't see you guys, if you guys don't stop by again, I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving and make the most out of your day. Make the most out of your holiday here. Okay. Enjoy your life. Life is too short now in this day, right? Enjoy to the fullest. You don't know what's gonna happen. So stay safe. When you have to drive out to have a dinner, be a defensive driver. Don't say, oh, when they hit me, it's their fault. Don't ever say that. I do not want to hear anybody to say that to me, because at the end of the day, even though it's their fault, you're the one who get hurt. Nothing can pay. Nothing can pay for that, right? So be safe. Again, I got nothing else but wish you guys a happy this upcoming holiday. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And the freaking Asian guy gonna sign out here, right? Unless you guys wanna go blah blah. I mean, what is bok choy? This is not bok choy. Oh, hello. I am just wrap it up. My tropical seafood ceviche, and I have too many bite already. Okay, see. Woo-hoo. Look. Oh, closer. Oh. Oh. Look. Fresh oyster. Half cooked shrimp. Mango, pineapple, shallot, onion, bell pepper, chili, jalapeno. Right now. And then load it up with spice. Load it up Asian chicken. You don't have to go with this brand. If you have what that chipotle sauce, you can put that thing as well. Do you have Tabasco sauce? You can put that in there as well. But this is what I can afford right now. I'm a poor man. If you want a spicy, just adding in a little bit. Okay? And then lime to the rescue. You still have lots of juice. And then put a bit of sugar to enhance the tropical fruit. Mix it. This. Take no more than 10 minutes. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Well, I have to say goodbye. ไปก่อนเด้อพี่น้องเด้อลาก่อน Happy Thanksgiving ทุกๆคนบ๊ายบายบายบายบายบาย all right It look great and it tastes great. Look, look, up close. All right, for those guys, you guys just come join me. You can eat this thing by itself like a salad, or if you have deep fried fish, this is gonna be looking good on top of it. All right, guys, well, have a good night. Okay, I will talk to you again. Bye bye.